Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive paradigm shift in how we actually interact with artificial intelligence. We're moving completely away from that tedious manual back and forth and shifting toward deploying autonomous systems that just work in the background. If you've been feeling like dealing with AI sometimes creates more work than it actually saves, well, you hit the nail on the head. The solution we're covering today is going to completely change how you operate. Let's kick things off with a pretty frustrating reality. For the last couple of years, every time you open up an AI interface, you type a prompt, you wait for an answer, you read it to check if it's any good, fix the broken parts, and reprompt. Without even realizing it, you're acting as the manual loop for the AI. You're doing all the heavy lifting of checking, remembering, and deciding what happens next. You aren't just using AI, you're basically operating it like heavy machinery. Now, a very natural question pops up when we talk about handing this repetitive work over to a system. You might be wondering, isn't this just basic automation like Zapier with a few extra steps? It's a totally fair question, but the difference between traditional automation and what we're exploring today is absolutely crucial. Think of it this way. Traditional automation is essentially a light switch. Say a form gets submitted, so it sends an email. It fires one fixed action and boom, it stops. A loop, on the other hand, is like a guard dog. It sits there watching the situation. It remembers what it saw, asks itself if the situation has changed, and actually decides whether it needs to try again or alert you. It doesn't quit until the job is actually solved. Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, the AI job you have. Number 2, prompting versus loop engineering. 3 real-world watcher loops. 4, the magic creator loop. And 5, the golden rule. Let's start with part 1, the AI job you have, where you are the loop. Think about your current workflow. Every single time you type a prompt and wait, read the answer to check if it's good, fix the broken parts, and reprompt, you're the one stuck in the chair. You're providing the patience, you're providing the critical eye, and honestly, you're providing the memory. Because when you come back the next day, you have to explain the entire context all over again from scratch. The AI does a quick burst of thinking, sure, but you are the loop holding the whole thing together. Moving right along to part 2, prompting versus loop engineering, the new AI skill. So here is the thing. Loop engineering is not some inaccessible coding magic. Not at all. It's simply giving the AI 3 core abilities: patience, memory, and a set of boundaries. You're taking your hands off the keyboard and allowing the AI to keep checking and deciding the next step autonomously, entirely within the fence that you've built for it. And building that boundary is actually incredibly simple. You just answer 5 straightforward questions up front. What should it watch? How often should it check in? What exact change is it hunting for? What should it do when it finds it? And crucially, when should it stop and ask you? By answering these, you hand the incredibly boring job of constantly checking directly over to the AI.
All right, let's get into part 3, 3 real-world watcher loops with escalating stakes. Let's start with a really practical one, the product watcher. Imagine a pair of sneakers or an iPhone that just keeps selling out everywhere. Instead of refreshing the page like a maniac all day, you set up this loop. It checks every hour, hunting for specific conditions, like a size UK 11, at the right price, with the button actually in stock. It runs quietly on cloud servers, so you can close your laptop and just go to sleep. It saves what it saw to memory and waits until all those conditions are perfectly met. And notice the action? It just alerts you. It doesn't actually buy the item.
Ramping things up a bit, let's look at the job watcher. Say you're gunning for a role at top-tier companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Perplexity, or Cursor. You definitely don't want to find out about the perfect job 2 weeks too late, right? This loop fires off 10 web agents simultaneously, checking 3 times a day. It aggressively filters out roles you don't want, like engineering gigs or jobs in the wrong city. And when it finds a perfect match, it drafts an application note for you, ready for your review, without actually submitting it. Now, this is where it gets incredibly cool. Check out the AI's internal monologue here. This highlights why memory is the absolute real magic of loops. If the AI didn't remember what it had already checked, it would just ping you with the exact same job opening every single day, and you'd mute the whole system within an hour. But because it has a memory file, it asks itself, have I shown this person already? Is it even worth interrupting them for? That guarantees you only get pinged when something genuinely new happens. Our third watcher is the opportunity hunter. And this is a real game changer. It goes out and spots demand before people ever even reach your business. It scans places like Reddit, X, and funding news. When it finds a high-signal target, like a company that just raised a $4 million round, it finds the contact info and drafts a personal pitch. But what's really amazing is how it builds trust.
It is totally honest about where its scanners hit a wall or get blocked by the tech press. It doesn't pretend to be flawless, it gives you the absolute reality of its hunt. Next up is part 4, the magic creator loop for building and improving. This one literally made my jaw drop. Unlike the first 3 loops that just watched the world and waited, the magic creator loop actually builds and improves a project entirely on its own. Using setups like those from Matthew Berman's loop library, you don't even have to write this from scratch. It creates a draft, judges its own work against a reference standard, finds the weakest part, fixes just that part, and then repeats the whole cycle, on a timer, over and over. This perfectly illustrates the massive shift in how we work. You start with a rough, simple placeholder app called Lumen. You hand it to the loop alongside a world-class reference design. The loop runs its cycle completely autonomously, and the end result? Beautiful floating phone mock-ups, clean pricing, a review ticker, and proper calls to action. It transforms a rough sketch into a highly polished, ship-ready website, and you didn't touch the keyboard once. You just set the standard and let the AI climb up to it. Finally, we arrive at part 5, the golden rule of safety and boundaries. Listen, before you go off and automate your entire life, we need to establish some serious guardrails. The absolute golden rule is the human gate. Anything that touches your money, your reputation, your customers, or anything legal gets a human gate. You have to ensure the AI never automatically buys the shoe, never submits a job application blindly, and never fires off a cold pitch on its own. It has to stop and ask you first. That single rule is the difference between a powerful system that works around the clock for you and a rogue loop that causes a massive PR disaster. Which brings us to the ultimate question. The big shift we've been talking about is this. AI used to be something you just talk to, but now it's something you deploy. So start with something ridiculously simple today, like the product watcher, and just experience that shift. Are you going to keep sitting there acting as the manual loop, endlessly refreshing pages by hand? Or are you ready to deploy AI to watch your problems around the clock while you finally walk away?